That would represent over 180% increase in their stock. All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. We are here to talk about all things investing, and today I want to talk to you about a company called Bitfarms, stock ticker BITF. What I'd like to go through in this video is talk about the Bitcoin miners in general, take a quick look at Bitcoin, do a quick overview of who Bitfarms is and what they do. I've done a deep dive video in the past, so I can link that below if you want more information. We're just gonna go real quick over that. Then I want to talk about July's results. And then I want to go to the charts. We'll look at the charts and we'll talk about some projections that I put together and see how that all ties together. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin chart. Today is August 4th, 2021. It's the middle of the trading day. This is basically today. So today is a very green day in Bitcoin. So as a result, it's a very green day in all the Bitcoin mining companies. So let's talk about Bitfarms in specific. Okay, this is the front page of Bitfarms' website. They are a Canadian company, but they are traded on both a Canadian stock exchange and the NASDAQ as well now. So, and they moved over to the NASDAQ in July of this year. That gives them an opportunity for a lot more institutional investing to come in. That's one of many potential catalysts ahead that I see for Bitfarms to start to take a nice run up. The one thing that I wanted to look at on this page was Q1 2021 average production cost per Bitcoin was $8,400. So that was in Q1. The difficulty rate of mining Bitcoin has gone down dramatically. So as a result, not so much in Q2, but in Q3, I would expect their cost per Bitcoin to go down quite a bit. That's a massive help for them. That changes their gross profit percentage for the better. And it's already very good. So I just wanted to point that out. So this is still their website. Our value proposition, clean and renewable energy. The vast majority, if not the majority of their mining, I believe, is on hydroelectricity. They used to say we are 100% hydroelectric. I don't see that on their website anymore, but I believe that is somewhere either true or close to true. This is a chart from their most recent presentation. Management has had a plan and they've been executing that plan. They have purchase orders and agreements in to buy a lot more mining machines, which will increase their hash rate per second. They're going to mine more Bitcoin going forward. So this is just a little graph that they've given. By the end of the year 2022, they're expecting to more than double where they were at the end of this year and get up to 8 exahash. So that would make them one of the biggest miners in North America, and at this point that would make them one of the biggest miners in the world. I want to look at July because they have not yet issued their July numbers, but they've given us some hints, and I want to take a look at what I think is going to happen. Okay, so this is a press release that Bitfarms put out on July 14th, 2021. So, that was about 3 weeks ago now. So they did an update on their production through just about the middle of the month in July. If you look here, June of 2021, they produced 265 Bitcoin. That is important because it was actually the exact same number of Bitcoin that Marathon Digital mined, and we'll look at that later and why that's important. July 1st through July 12th, they had already mined 158 Bitcoin. They talk about, on July 3rd, the Bitcoin network experienced its largest difficulty drop in the history due to recent macro developments in China. This has resulted in Bitfarms producing significantly higher quantities of Bitcoin at a lower cost per Bitcoin, which is what we talked about. Based on current mining conditions, Bitfarms projects to mine over 400 Bitcoin in the month of July. So somewhere in the middle of July, they were projecting over 400 Bitcoin. Hut 8 did 300 Bitcoins in July. Hut 8 has been doing around 200 Bitcoins fairly consistently most of this year. So that was a big jump for them. Marathon, they've been kind of neck and neck from a production standpoint with Bitfarms all year. So like we talked about, in June, they both mined 265 Bitcoin. So they did the same amount of mining in June. Marathon did not really add very many machines in July, but they've listed results here. Marathon's monthly Bitcoin production increased 66% month over month to 442 Bitcoin in July. They went from 265 Bitcoin mine to 442 Bitcoin mine from June to July. This gives us another clue. I believe Bitfarms probably mined more than 400 Bitcoin in July, but even if they did 400, that would crush their previous record, which they set in June of 265. One of the reasons I wanted to get this video out is I think some of these catalysts are going to start coming at us pretty quickly. So if these are on your watch list, I want to give you this information so you guys can start doing your own due diligence and making some decisions on when to get into these stocks if you want to get into these stocks. This is their NASDAQ chart. They moved over to the NASDAQ June 21st. So they've only been over on the NASDAQ a short period of time. So as we're looking at this chart right now, it looks like Bitfarms is up, and this is the middle of the day today. They're up 4%. They're at $4.55. That's near their high. It looks like they were around $4.75 a couple of days ago. That is near their short-term high. That's near their high having traded on the NASDAQ. But that is nowhere near their high of 2021. This has been a fantastic run, straight up. So that's good. But in my opinion, that is only just the beginning. Because if we take a look, there's a yellow line here at $7.32. As an aside, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're headed towards 2,000 subscribers. Your help would be greatly appreciated. Hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video. You will see that on May 10th, 2021, they were trading for $7.31. And then I put another yellow line above that. On February 22nd, 2021, they were trading for $8.50. So these are 2 points, particularly the May point. They were there very recently. And all they've done since then is have good news. The difficulty rate of mining Bitcoin has gone way down. They've purchased a lot more machines to mine. Now, Bitcoin is trading at a lower value at this point. But we looked at their cost per Bitcoin. It was around $8,000 back in the first quarter. I'm guessing they've got that down to $4,000 or $5,000. Hopefully that'll be one of the things they'll tell us in their press release. But either way, at $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 cost, even at where Bitcoin is right now at $39,000, your gross profit is massive. If they go from where they are right this second and just retest May 22nd, that is a 61% increase in their price. And these are short-term targets for me. This is how I'm looking at this chart. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys got to figure out what you think these mean to you. But to me, I have that as a short-term target. In fact, if we go further up and we go to their high back in February, that is an 87% increase over their current price. And again, other than the fact that the price of Bitcoin is down some from then, everything about their operations has improved dramatically since then. So I'm expecting a nice run shortly. It looks to me like money is rotating back into the Bitcoin miners. They've all had a good day today. They've all had a good week. And I think we're heading into some more big weeks ahead. So conversely, if Bitcoin turns around and tests $30,000 again, we may have some time before these start to run up. So we don't know. But I want to get this in front of everybody, get the information out there so that you guys can decide what you want to do about it. So in June, we know they did 265 Bitcoins mined. So these are my projections for what I think they're going to mine. From January through June, these are their actual numbers. From July through December, these are my projected numbers based on all the information the company has put out. Again, these are just my projections. We start out with July. So I went with their estimate of 400. It looks to me like they're going to beat that, but hopefully we find that out in the next few days. In a Hut 8 release, they talked about how the difficulty level is way down, but they believe it's going to take until the middle of 2022 before it corrects all the way back to where it was. So there's a big opportunity for these mining companies to decrease their cost per Bitcoin and to mine more Bitcoin than they would have otherwise mined. On top of all that, they're adding a massive amount of new mining machines. Based on these projections, I kind of did a quick topside income statement. This would equate to $178 million in revenue for 2021. Estimated gross profit I put at 80%. I think they're going to beat that by a lot, but I left it at 80%. So overhead, they're tracking for about $15 million in overhead for the year. That would leave them with an estimated mining net income of $127 million for this year. That is astronomically larger than anything that they have ever done. Their current market cap is $657 million intraday today. If they have net mining income this year of $127 million, and their market cap is $657 million, that is way out of whack. So what I did is a quick calculation, and I said, all right, what if they had a PE ratio of 15? Now understand the S&P 500 trades somewhere around 35 or 36 PE. These smaller growth companies tend to trade at 50 or 60 PEs. I did one calculating it at a 15 PE. So if we just had a 15 PE, that would put the stock price to $13.22. I just want to go back to the chart and show you what that would mean. So I put a line up here at $13, which was my 15 PE projection for them this year. So if that were to happen from where we are right now, that would represent over 180% increase in their stock. So I think that that is a reasonable 6 to 12 month price target. That's my personal price target. Again, I am not a financial analyst, so this is just my opinion. Those are my thoughts. I wanted to get that out to you as fast as possible. Best of luck, everybody, and thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.